News 46 is brought to you in part by...
Are you a 3 everyday mom? A significant number of children and adolescents fall short of the calcium they need. Researchers suggest consuming just 3 servings every day of milk, cheese, or yogurt to help reduce body weight and body fat. Milk contributes the most calcium and protein per 100 calories and per penny, making milk a nutrient-rich and cost-effective component for meals. Don't compromise your family's calcium intake, decrease their risk of fracture, and build lifelong healthy habits. Become a 3 everyday mom today. It's easy as 1, 2, 3.
We're actually on Capricorn on the very south end of town, and just before 8 o'clock this evening we were dispatched for a report of a structure fire. Shortly after our response, we were informed that it was a well-involved structure. It was nearby exposures, so we had a lot of things to contend with during the early stages. As you can see, there's also limited access to the property, so we had to take a lot of due caution when we get the apparatus close.
It's kind of hard to find the location.
Yeah, we just followed the big smoke column, so that certainly helped us in this case. But as you can see, though, it was behind several other buildings, and it actually did have direct extension onto this steel structure directly behind me. And that is a structure that measured at 32 by 41. So there's a lot of potential with this particular fire this evening. Crews did a great job. They got water on the fire very quickly. They went inside and protected the exposure structure with no further damage. The only thing we had to be careful is this particular structure was well involved today. Also had a basement. So we had to be extremely careful of moving the firefighters in and out of the area.
There might have been chemicals and other flammables in the basement?
Yeah, it's not necessarily chemicals, but as I understand, they had propane stored down there, medical grade oxygen, and some other things. And they had used it as generalized storage.
And tell me, why do you think that the structure was so involved when they discovered it?
It appears to be a wood frame structure, probably of older vintage. It's probably dried out from numerous years of the sun. But as far as what actually causes fire, we're in the investigative phase now.
And all the equipment that we used tonight?
Oh, yeah, plenty of equipment. There was 2 engines, a water tender, 2 ambulances, and a command vehicle.
Are we bringing out the state fire marshal, or are we going to be doing the investigation?
At this point, we're going to be conducting the investigation internally, and we'll be checking that property at the rear and see what may have contributed to the ignition tonight.
And I saw that there was some smaller animals, at least to the back area. No animals or humans injured?
There were no injuries whatsoever. Everyone cleared the residence. The family is safe. The primary structure remains intact. Valley Electric's en route. They're going to do an evaluation and see if we can limit the amount of electricity going to that particular area, so we'll isolate it. And so we should have a much better idea on that in the next few minutes.